Over the past year, I've been working on a major new membership website project. And last week we hit two key milestones. So I figured that it was about time to introduce the project to you, tell you how I thought of it, how I came up with the idea in the first place, what I've done to validate the project, and how it's progressing. Then I want to talk to you a little bit about my plans for the future for the site, and hopefully by the end of the video, I'll give you a good understanding of how you can build a similar website for yourself. Welcome to eventdrivendaily.com. This is the project that I've been spending basically the last year doing or putting together. It is a investment website that focuses on special situation stocks and solves a problem for people in the special situation investment community. Basically, the idea here is that there's a lot of special situations that special situation investors want to capitalize on, and there's a lot of news articles and posts about that, but there's not one main resource that pulls all that information together into one central point, so somebody who wants to utilize the strategy can quickly and easily sift through all the available options or all the available deals that are on the table right now. So that's exactly what we do. We hunt all over the internet for these special situations and then compile them into one single location and then write analysis on it. We have a membership community where people can ask questions and share findings, and we have a community portfolio, that sort of thing. Now, marketing for this is basically internet marketing 101. What we're trying to do is we're trying to drive traffic to this website through writing articles. You can see we have a blog section right here and a number of different topics related to special situations. And we've been writing like mad basically over the past year to try and get that content out and try to get the website traffic up. What you're on right now is the homepage. So this whole site is built on WordPress. So fairly standard website here. Now my team didn't design this. I did not design this website. This is professionally designed, but I didn't pay thousands of dollars to get this design. This design is basically just a WordPress template that I inputted all of our content and all of our pictures, all of our copy onto. I thought that the design itself looked really, really good out of the box, and I just wanted to mess with it as little as possible so we can get the advantage of the professional designers that put the site together, and then just customize it by putting, our own copy and our own images into the design. So that's basically what we did. I'm going to walk you through here the upcoming spin-offs. So this is an example of the sort of list that we have for members. So you can see upgrade here. This is a public facing list. So all these spin-offs here, all these spin-off events are stuff that we found basically over the past month or two, and we just compile them here on this table for people. Now, why isn't this behind the paywall? Quite simply because there's a lot of other websites that already make this available for free. So to be competitive, we're going to make this for free as well. We're going to try and rank it high. And then hopefully some of the people that are interested in spinoffs also would be interested in spinoff analysis and maybe other special situation strategies. And we can basically get them on as members. Now, the funnel. We'll go here to free subscription. And this is the start of our email funnel. So this is the free tier, the free subscription that we have for anybody who is a special situation investor. The whole point is to get them on our email list so we can then sell them on becoming a member or upgrading their subscription. Now, to do that, what we've promised to do is send anybody who's on this list, we call it Morning Brew, a complete email of all the deals that we've found over the past month. So we're not holding anything back here. Just one email once a month listing all the deals that we found in one central location. So anybody who's interested in special situation investing would find this valuable. And definitely we've had a lot of people take us up on it. I know that our email opt-in rate right now is about 1.5% or about 2.5%, somewhere in there. So quite good. 1 in 50 people, or out of 100 people, 1.5 would be joining our email list, which I consider quite good. So it's a good lead magnet to have. And then once on there, they're going to go through an email series that tries to sell them on membership. Now, I'm going to go up here to the About page, and I'll tell you a little bit about the packages that we have here. So in the how to serve you box, obviously we have our free morning view. And then we have a deal flow section. So, or a deal flow package, I should say. And the deal flow package really just packages up all the deals into those tables that I showed you initially. And then people get access to that. Why would they want to pay for that? Well, quite simply because it's a lot more timely. And we also have a deal brief. So we write what the deal is, whether we think it's attractive, basically key stats on the deal. And that helps them sort through the deals to find something that they potentially want to research. Now we also have an Insights membership. This is the main membership. So this is the main full membership that we have for the site. And so Dealflow comes with Insights, and then also we have a membership community. We have investment analysis. We have a resource section, and we have a community portfolio or website portfolio that we put together. And so those are the three packages right now. One is free, and then obviously above the Insights membership, eventually we're going to have a higher tier membership if we start getting a lot of sales. And that really brings me to the two key milestones that we met over the past month, or basically last week, I should say. Now, the first, this is Google Search Console. The first has to do with traffic. We've been spending the past year building out a lot of articles and publishing them on the site in order to get Google search traffic. Last month, or last week, I should say, we hit 100 views. So this is the first time that we've actually reached 100 people coming to the website via Google search. So quite an accomplishment. We came close here, 93, never quite hit 100, kind of dipped down again, but we're rising back up. Now, if you look at this growth here, I don't know. I think it's quite good. I'm going to take away the clicks. The blue here is the clicks. So these are the number of people that clicked on our article to go to our site. So if you look at the little box here at the top, you can see clicks is 102, impressions is 4,000. I'm going to take the clicks off because clicks kind of bounce around impressions. And you can see what our impressions have done basically over the course of the year. So it's been a steady climb, a steady increase since the start of the year. In order to do this, we are using the Avalanche SEO strategy along with adding some links. So that's basically what we're doing. Avalanche SEO, we're combining all of those Avalanche SEO posts into clusters and then focusing them on a target keyword. And we're hopefully going to be able to rank a lot of those high competition or high traffic articles. But what we've been writing so far is highly relevant to the special situations niche. So we're not going and writing stuff that, only touches on special situations or is not directly relevant. No, everything we're writing right now is pretty relevant. So this is really high quality traffic. Now, the other thing, the other key milestone that we met last week is that we actually got a sale. So I'm not actually trying to sell memberships right now. The whole focus of our team right now is basically writing articles, as many high quality articles as we can on very relevant topics and getting that traffic to the website up quite a bit. I think we've done a pretty good job over the last year. Despite reaching 100, it's taken about, I don't know, 10 months to reach 100, something like that. Aside from taking 10 months to reach 100, you have to remember that this is compound growth. So it's not going to take another 10 months to reach 200 clicks. It's going to take, I don't know, 2 months, something like that. Maybe we'll double traffic every 3 months. And you can see how this traffic will really rapidly scale over the coming year, or at least that's what my expectations are. So, yes, two key milestones. First, traffic, next, a sale. And we're not really trying to sell anything. The next phase that we're going to be working on is really fine tuning that email collection. So, as I mentioned, we already have a really good lead magnet by offering people those free special situation stock lists once a month. A lot of people are taking me up on that so far, but our opt-in box placement is not quite up to snuff yet. So I'm going to go here to one of the articles. We'll go to stock spinoffs. We'll let this open up. And you can see this is our article right here. And what you're going to notice right off the bat is that there's no opt-in box in it. So I don't know what we're handicapping our email opt-in rate in by. Right now it's, 1.5 to 2%. Maybe if we add these opt-in boxes, it's going to, increase to maybe 3%. I don't know, 2 to 3%, something like that. That's my hope. That's my goal. Right now, the only way we're getting opt-ins is through the email pop-up that's coming up. So we haven't seen it on this session because of cookies. Cookies are basically blocking that pop-up from executing on this session. But we're basically just going off of a pop-up. And so as soon as we get these email opt-in boxes here, I think that should be really good. We should see some jump. I'm not sure how big, but some jump in our email opt-in rate. Now, the question is, how did I come up with this idea? Because a lot of people struggle to find ideas. I've been running this website, Net Hunter, for quite a while. So I've been interacting with a lot of people that are investors. We've been discussing back and forth what they're interested in, what they're not. So I have a really good understanding of what small investors are into. And I know that one of those areas is special situations. I also know that, or, I've learned over time by being a part of this industry that the special situations niche is pretty big. So it's definitely a lot bigger than the net niche here that this site focuses on. So knowing that and knowing that I really wanted to start another website, I started thinking about special situations. And I noticed that there's no single large resource website that really compiles everything into a single source for special situation practitioners to access. So that's why I figured I would build. But before building it, I want to get some information, some key information. And so I sent out this questionnaire to my members and to our free subscribers to really get a sense of the type of special situation strategies that they would be interested in. And so that's what I did here. I said, what's your key problem with special situations? Basically, it's just a marketing survey. So I sent out this marketing survey to really get an idea of how to shape the site, ask some key questions. Are you interested in special situation investments? Which ones? What are the key problems that you face? What would you like in a special situation website if I were to build one? And that was kind of the first validation here. So if people came back and said, no, I'm not interested in special situations, or we got a really poor turnout, then I probably wouldn't have gone through with the website. But I got a pretty good response here. And that's what I formed the website around, kind of validated the idea. So I went ahead and built the website. Next, I was looking for another validation before I went forward fully with the project and built out a lot of website content or a lot of articles. I mean, we had already been laying the groundwork, writing a bunch of articles, but at some point you have to test your idea and see if people will actually buy. So in the summer of 2024, I wrote some emails and launched this website, launched Event Driven Daily to our free subscribers and to our members. And what I really wanted to do there is a couple things. Number one, I want to validate the idea. So I'd come up with packages, I've come up with copy, I've come up with the focus of the website, I've directed everything on the needs and the challenges of people in the industry, all these different investors that are trying to use special situations, but finding some challenge. I basically built the website to solve that. And now I need to see if they were going to buy. So we went ahead and I did the launch. And yes, it turned out that we had an incredibly good launch. I think we had about a conversion rate of something like 25% of the people who responded to the survey ended up buying membership. Some people who even said that there was no way that they would ever pay for membership in a website, they ended up joining as well. So the turnout was good. Definitely, we validated the idea there. The other reason I wanted to launch is because I was starting to spend money every single month and I wanted to limit my investment that I actually made. So by bringing in revenue, the revenue from those first early subscribers would pay for the rest of the rollout and would pay basically to ramp up our articles or our content marketing. And so now over the past year, or at least since September, I've been able to grow this website without any more of my own personal capital. And that's really huge because the whole process can get very expensive. I think we were spending something like, I don't know, $1,000 to $1,200 a month just to scale up the website, and we didn't have any sales yet. So definitely by getting that revenue in, all those costs could be covered and we could actually increase marketing from there if there was a good turnout. There was. So we boosted up the number of articles that we're writing and increased our investment into the website. So all of this is great, but last week when we got that first sale, that really told me that there is continuing demand for something like this. It's not just coming from the people that know me and like me, and maybe the people that have already bought from me and trust me. There are strangers out there that will come across the website and then make a purchase, join as a member. And so that was another little bit of validation. But what's really going to validate the idea going forward is once I get the email marketing system in place and I can try to sell people who join our free subscription tier. So that's really what the goal is over the next little while. The next phase of the process is making sure that we get those opt-ins optimized, getting as many people to go into our free email list as possible. So then we have a better chance of selling more people once we get that email funnel built out. And that will be down the line a little bit, maybe in a month or two. And then from there, we're really just going to focus on ramping up traffic to the website and then see how the funnel performs, maybe tweak things. But if we really start getting in a steady stream of signups every single month after getting, I don't know, 200 to 300 daily hits on our website, then I'll know that I have a really successful business. I just need to scale it. So that's it. If you're looking at building your own membership website, I hope this gives you some perspective on what I do to build my websites. This is not the first website I've made, obviously. I built NetNet Hunter. I've built a lot of websites since then. This one seems to be a go. Not every website works out, but I've definitely learned a lot in the process, and I've applied all of that to launching this one website. And so far, it looks like it's going to be at least reasonably successful. Time will tell, though. Now, if you're looking at starting your own website, maybe think about how you can validate the idea before you dump a ton of money into it. I know that starting a website can be extremely expensive. So before you dump a lot of money into it, you definitely want to make sure that people are going to be able to buy it or find the offer that you put in place to be pretty attractive. If it seems like the idea was validated or you have some early success, you might want to try and scale it after that. So that's about it. Now from here, I recommend watching my interview with Ernesto on how he scaled his agency from 0 to 500,000 a year in just 3 years. I also recommend watching my interview with Kathy at the Photo Managers because she took a really simple idea and made $1 million business out of it.